Gardner City Council will come to order. If you would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. We do have 3 proclamations this evening, so I will come down for those. The first is for National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Every year, I have the privilege of making this proclamation recognizing that we do have victims of crime, and that it's very, very important that we not forget them, and that they be treated with the same level of care as we seem to treat those who perpetrate those crimes. So I think it's good that we recognize this on an annual basis. Whereas 18.7 million Americans are directly harmed by crime each year, and each crime affects many more family members, friends, neighbors, and co-workers, and whereas the physical, emotional, and financial impact of crime falls on people of all ages and abilities, and of all economic, racial, and social backgrounds, whereas today thousands of victim assistance programs provide help and support to the child victims of violence and sexual abuse, stalking victims, survivors of homicide, victims of drunk driving crashes, and victims of domestic dating and sexual violence and other crimes. And whereas the City of Gardner, Kansas is joining forces with victim service programs, criminal justice officials, and concerned citizens throughout the state of Kansas and the United States of America to raise awareness of victims' rights and observe National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, David C. Duvetta, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the week of April 21st through 27th, 2013 as National Crime Victims' Rights Week. I know our police department does an excellent job working with the victims of crime, and thankfully we have little crime in Gardner, Kansas. Secondly, I want to talk about the safety of public works workers in the United States, particularly in Gardner, Kansas. I know this time of year, road projects, that sort of thing, will get going in full force. It's very important that we pay attention to that. So, whereas National Work Zone Awareness Week was created in 1999 when the Federal Highway Administration, the American Traffic Safety Services Association, and the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials signed a memorandum of agreement pledging to increase public awareness of work zone safety issues through a national media campaign. And whereas 15 people were killed and 606 people were injured in work zone related crashes in the state of Kansas in 2012. And whereas the most frequent contributing factors to motor vehicle wrecks in construction zones are careless driving, speeding, and failure to obey signs and traffic controls, and whereas a recent study shows that distracted drivers are at least 23 times more likely to be involved in car crashes or near accidents than are undistracted drivers, and whereas nearly 90% of the people injured or killed in work zone crashes each year are motorists. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, David C. Duvetta, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the week of April 15th through 19th, 2013, National Work Zone Awareness Week. And if you're so inclined, it's encouraged that you wear orange during that time to signify work zone awareness. As you are aware, the guys out there working in their orange vests. When you see a work zone, slow down, take your time, and let's keep those folks safe and home at night with their families as well. And then finally, this proclamation is something that I enjoy very much. This is something that is first and foremost in my heart, certainly, but in the city of Gardner. Our school district is well known for its special needs programs. I am encouraged by the families of those students and the work they do. Two students who graduated last year from Gardner Edgerton High School are now attending Johnson County Community College, and that's an absolutely wonderful thing. Testament certainly to their hard work and attitude and their parents. So, whereas autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, affects all persons regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or geography. And whereas ASDs are the fastest growing serious developmental disability in the United States, and whereas the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which analyzed data from 2008, indicates a 23% rise in diagnoses over a 2-year period, and whereas the CDC reports the incidence of autism in the United States is now 1 in 88 children being diagnosed with an ASD by age 8, and 1 in 54 boys being diagnosed compared to 1 in 252 girls, a rate that has risen far above the 2006 estimate of 1 in 110. And whereas World Autism Awareness Day is being celebrated on Tuesday, April 2nd, 2013, and whereas the City of Gardner has designated the entire month of April 2013 as Autism Awareness Month to call attention to ASDs, stress the importance of early diagnosis and early intervention, and to celebrate the unique talents and qualities of individuals with autism and their parents, relatives, and professionals that provide valued services. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, David C. DeVetta, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2013 as Autism Awareness Month. And I encourage each of you to wear blue tomorrow in honor of Autism Awareness Day. Jennifer Smith, local Gardner resident, advocate, and mother of 2 children with ASDs, is at a countywide rally in Lenexa this evening and could not be here. I would attend that tomorrow and show your colors for autism awareness. Thank you very much. Okay. Our public comment process has changed with the adoption of our rules of procedure at our last meeting. So at this point, we do have opportunity for public comment on items that do not appear on our agenda. If you wish to speak on an item that does appear on our agenda, time will be allotted immediately after staff presentation on that individual item.
But they can also make comments right now, right? Didn't we have it? So you could do.
They can make comment. Yeah, they can make comments now. But if they, on a particular item, they can comment at the time of that item. If they have to leave, then certainly they can comment now.